Hi, I'm Chris Wright, president of Wright Wealth Management Group. A lot of investors over the age of 70 and a half really experienced a detrimental impact on their portfolios in 2008 because of the combination of passive management with required minimum distributions. Previously, we discussed the idea that required minimum distributions are based upon our December 31st of the previous year's balance. And as investors with passive managed portfolios experienced 30 to 40% losses during 2008, they were required to take a minimum distribution based upon that previous year's balance. Because their portfolio was a buy and hold portfolio, or as they called their money managers or financial advisors or their investment firms, and maybe halfway through 2008 when the market was down 10% in May or June of 2008, most of those investors over the age of 70 and a half were also told, hang in there, ride it out, the market will be just fine. All of a sudden, when investors that were over the age of 70 and a half realized that their distribution in November or December of 2008 was going to be based upon December 31st of 2007, it really added insult to injury at that point, because the amount that they had to take out was based upon that balance that was much higher, which really had an additional net negative impact on their portfolio as a much higher percentage. So for those investors who are over the age of 70 and a half, passive management may not always make sense, because if we're buying, holding in the market, and if you're hanging in there and riding it out, and you're also having to take an annual distribution on top of any losses in the portfolio, it can have a detrimental impact on your portfolio, especially if we need our investment dollars to last 20 and 30 years into our retirement. I'm Chris Wright, president of Wright Wealth Management Group. Thanks for joining us this day concerning passive investment management, and please stay tuned for our next podcast where we will be discussing active and tactical management strategies.